Hi, it's Mild Redskin Songbird. I have found proof in writing of the place in the Holy Royal Family for Captain Devon Gangadine, a pilot. He fits in with the other members of the Holy Royal Family who fly. That's Wilbur Wright, who was singing Birdsong, inventor of aviation and outer space industry, with his brother Orville. Okay, D. Michelle Birdsong, Amur Songbird, American Airlines stewardess who flew for a living. Let's see, MacArthur, General MacArthur during World War II is Lieutenant General John Hopper, Michelle Birdsong's cousin, who was a helicopter fighter pilot in Vietnam and Operation Desert Storm. Okay, another member of the Holy Royal Family who flew was Jimi Hendrix, sing Birdsong, who was a paratrooper with the 101st Airborne Division at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Okay, so that is proof that Devon Gangadine fits in with the Holy Royal Family Ministry as a pilot. Okay, they all flew. What was that? 5 of them flew. Okay. Now, over here is a script for the musical. I think it's going to be called Babaji and Me. Lovely Lady and Baby, something like that. Alright, so down here we have as our goal Encyclopedia of Lifetimes. That is the goal. They wanted to create, they, meaning Govinda Singh Ji and the 5 Radhaswami saints, wanted to create an encyclopedia of lifetimes so that people on the earth could have a textbook showing the steps of being alive for lifetimes, not just one life. And the action is a script, contains talk, dialogue, equals die, equals Devon, I, divine, die, Albert Einstein. See, it's written in there. Divine, Eve, I-N, Evelyn, daughter. Evelyn Jones is the baby in my womb at this time. I have changed her name to Aria Elizabeth, but she was an RN and her name was Evelyn Jones. Diana, Dial, Marilyn, self. Marilyn Monroe is one of the energies in my body that has had a very hard time on this earth. Though sex is the basis of life, those like Marilyn Monroe who projected it received scorn at the level of high society. So then you got Melanie Lynn, that's my daughter, who was Christopher Columbus. Okay, then we got Devon, and you got, let's go over here. There's Devon, Devon, Diamond Ring, Devon, Deed, Eve, and divine energy enters Devon, D-E-V-A-N, Devon. Okay, there it is right there. This is the proof that Devon is a member of the Holy Royal Family Ministry because a divine energy enters him. Okay, and you go over here, Devon, and friend, husband, Gangadin. Okay, so Devon is Michelle Birdsong's husband, Devon Gangadin. It's an I-N, I believe. Devon Gangadin. Right, it's Michelle Birdsong's husband. So there it is in writing, okay? He's a member of the Holy Royal Family as the husband of Michelle Birdsong. The video is a video, Michelle Birdsong channel. Michelle talks to airline pilot Yogi Captain Devon Gangadin. I made this video about 5 years ago. Diva Energy, and Marianne Anderson. Marian Anderson was a black diva in the 1940s. She was an opera singer. All the discrimination, all the racism, she was upper class, black lady. It was an individual situation then and now and always. Okay. Divine energy, her reason. Okay, divine energy, her, R is her reason, R-E-A-S-O-N, her reason. Okay. So her reasoning for being a black diva was she had divine energy. Okay, that's the same thing that Devon had. Divine energy enters Devon. Okay, so that's the key. The divine energy is the key that makes them royalty. Alright? Okay. Now, let's read on. Devon was smart enough to realize the meditation. If you watch the video, you'll see that he raves to Michelle because she meditates. She looks up to him because he's an airline pilot and a yogi, and he looks up to her because she's a yogi who meditates. Alright. And I say Devon was smart enough to realize the meditation Michelle was doing was special, awesome. It is this meditation, guided by her personal spiritual guide, Charan Singh Ji, along with Talk and Share, that led to her trek back to the beginning, that led to the Michelle Einstein Evangeline gathering enough information to create an encyclopedia of lifetimes, a blueprint for others to follow and remember their past lives, abilities, talents. Okay? She has traced at least 50 of her past lives. And some she remembered of others, and she's told them. Now there's a way for them to find out for themselves what their past lives were, who they were in their past lives. Okay? By following the blueprint of the encyclopedia of lifetimes. It's not easy. It's dangerous. It's painful. It's very, very hard. But it's also very, very rewarding. Okay, now let's continue. North Carolina moment of truth. Okay. Corinda Singh Ji has saw to it that Einstein Evangeline D. Michelle Birdsong Augustus Caesar was recorded at all times, though Maria Mary Panama denies telling D. Michelle Birdsong, "You have nothing." regarding Govinda Singh Ji, Babaji. It is recorded. That is exactly what she said. Okay. Talk, share. Talk and share. Exactly what she said. What she said. Because the Michelle had to admit she did not get her kiss and hug from Babaji, Govinda Singh Ji, Jesus I, Jesus I. Govinda Singh was Jesus. So the background. After 2 years of contact, he talking to her ear, she was excited to hear Babaji was traveling from India to the United States to North Carolina. She told Edwin, her first husband, about Babaji's visit. It was near her birthday. He gave her $200 as a birthday gift, the first money he shared with her. North Carolina was a moment of truth for the past. When Govinda Singh could not give the love of his life, D. Michelle Birdsong, a hug because his disciples, who had passed as her friend for 40 years, would not be friends to her, would not smile, make eye contact, say sweet words, hug and kisses. He could not do so either. He was at the mercy of the atmosphere created by his disciples. They were cold-heartedly rejecting their former homeless disciple, Einstein Evangeline. Let me show you this. Rejecting their homeless. Okay, if you break down there, it's the Heir. H-E-I-R, the Heir, okay? Now, continue. Einstein Evangeline became heir to the earth. Okay, you can see that. Einstein Evangeline became heir to the earth and all its treasures without measure because she was treated like shit by the supposedly most spiritually advanced souls on the plan. She, D. Michelle Birdsong, did not display anger, only bewilderment and meekness. The meek shall inherit the earth. I'm sure you heard that before. Okay, so we're just showing it to you in action. Though Mary Panama yelled, "You have nothing," crushing the Michelle Birdsong because she realized Mary Panama lacked faith. She had been going along with her based on her, the Michelle's faith. Though the Michelle had as much faith in Govinda Singh as she had ever had. As a matter of fact, she believed in him and trusted him even more. Okay, this says Babaji, Jesus I, Jesus, Jesus I, Jesus I. Okay, had set up, so Babaji set up the event to show the Michelle, Einstein, Evangeline, Caesar Augustus that she worshipped, not knowing who she or he worshipped. Babaji had already decided because of the spirit of acceptance the Michelle Birdsong has shown, still trying to spread hope and happiness to the people where she was, on the bottom. These past 2 to 3 years of destitution of money, friends, family, that she would be heir. He had already decided that she, the Michelle Birdsong, would be heir to the earth and all its resources. Okay? Babaji wanted everybody to be given an opportunity to play their best hand. Eve, energy, her, I. Let her see. Babaji let her see with the clarity of his eyes. Okay. She was able to see Manira rubbing it into her husband, Tony. See, if you join my path, you'd be able to sit close to the master like me. Babaji stopped Manira. Okay, look at that. Babaji stopped Manira. If you look at the word sit, which is what they do, they sit in meditation, right? Sasangis. It says, see, I, stop. See, I, T for stop. Close. Nancy Bush, Gross, Linda Zatelli. They were proud. They do seva, which is volunteer work. They were proud to belong to the elite service above religion. That's that word. Babaji said, their hearts are too cold to go back to what? To go back to eternal bliss. The ocean of light. He closed it to them. They will have to stay on earth like everybody else. Okay, that's absolutely huge. Whoever heard of the ocean of light being closed down? It's never happened. So Babaji showed them, you will not use my forum to hurt the love of my life, because the Michelle Birdsong is the daughter of Gurinder Singh, and Gurinder Singh was Babaji, and Babaji was Baba Jamal Singh, Corinne Beatrice Crowder, the mother of the Michelle Birdsong. So she has followed him. He, Babaji, has followed his daughter, the Michelle Birdsong, Evangeline Einstein, Augusta Caesar, all over, taking care of her, guiding her, getting her to write, just write, just write. That's all he told her, just write. Write me a musical, write, 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 write. And he recorded everything she wrote. And that's what has become the encyclopedia of lifetimes. I don't know if you can grasp this, the grandeur of this Babaji plan, but it's like nothing you could imagine. And furthermore, let's see if I have the rest of it. He took form and sang songs to her as soul singers when they were trying to kill her, they were trying to dishearten her, and he couldn't really step up and say, this is my daughter, leave her alone. That wasn't going to work. Okay, I don't see it right now, but I can tell you some of the songs. Where are the songs? Some of the songs are Jackie Wilson, To Be Loved, Oh What a Feeling to Be Loved, Let's see what else. Nat King Cole, Stardust. Stardust, Mona Lisa, Unforgettable. He took forms in those people and sang songs to her that gladdened her heart, that kept her going. She said that. She said, I couldn't stand life. The only way I got through my youth was the music. And that was Baba G personally taking birth as Barry White, for example, and singing, you're my first, my last, my everything. I love you just the way you are. Don't go changing and try to please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine. You're too familiar. And I don't love you anymore. Billy Joel song. So this is what he did. And Frank Zappa, he was Frank Zappa, the real cool jazz dude who was far out. He was relating to D. Michelle Birdsong. Okay, so this has been an enormous plan to get you information to help you find all of your identities so you can be a rich person, the rich person that you are. We have had over 10,000 births, so I don't expect you to find 10,000 lifetimes, but you can find the ones that you like the most, because those are the ones that come up. Okay, so this is D. Michelle Birdsong. Oh, I'm stunned. Baba G gave me this boon of the treasure without measure of the earth without telling me. He just, as usual, he lets me figure it out, and I find out in writing his blessings to me. So, alright, so this is D. Michelle Birdsong in New York City.